Excuse me, just clearing my throat here, guys. How are you doing, my Scandinavian handbag makers? It's Chris here. We're playing Molo today. What this means is we're playing Play with Fire, all random trios. We both get the same towers here. We both have to deal with the fire aspect of the game. I haven't played a lot of random like random game modes recently. But I was trying my luck out a little bit, seeing ways that I could earn easy or fast experience. And the random trio aspect is really nice for that. People suck at random trio. Maybe you do too, though, so maybe that's not the way to go. But for me, definitely, man, I love my random trio aspect. It helps me out in winning a lot of my games because other people just don't know how to play with random towers. But big butts here, guys. We're talking about big, juicy butts right now. But playing with fire also gives you lots and lots of income. So, even though you got lots and lots of balloons coming out, the reds and the blues and the greens and the yellows and all this other ridiculous group balloons action over here, it can still get kind of wonky. Now, one of the nice things to think about here, though, is if you don't get the right towers, if you're playing random trio play with fire, and you don't get the right, towers to start off with, you get some, like, Tag Shooter, not Tag Shooter, like Spike Factory, Super Monkey, Monkey Village combo, or something crappy like that, it's an easy, not an easy win, but it's going to be a fast game. No matter what, you guys aren't surviving until around, like, 18, that's for sure, right? So, what I did here is I outplayed this guy, faux shiznit, alright? Outplayed him hardcore. What I've got is I've got my, basically I got a low-tier wizard, and then I started getting my Airburst Dart sub up right away. He went for a Lightning Wizard and then started to get his sub going, and that was a big mistake. You can tell, look at that, it was a 100 life mistake right there. We're dominating him. So with Play with Fire, don't forget that, the balloons, whatever's coming out, is basically doubled. Usually both players are rushing with very similar things. It's not very often that you're going to rush with, something stupid. Everyone, rush with red balloons or something like that. It just doesn't make sense. You want income. The best way to get income is sending out the highest tier grouped balloons, so red, blue, green, yellows. And then if you want to go all the way up to pinks and whites, you're a little dangerous, but it's definitely possible. So my strategy so far has definitely been all about the damn wizards. Don't think that lightning wizards are the only good wizards in the game. That is not true, guys. You have to use them in their specific way to get the most popping power out of these guys. And one of the best ways is getting 0-1 wizards or just 1-1 wizards. And then I've got my sub to clean everything else up. It's like a perfect freaking combo here, guys. Lightning's still good to have around. So whenever I'm getting to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm almost dead, I'm gonna pop some lightning wizards down here, or I can still get a couple extra wizards if I want to. Especially for round 12 and 13, it is nicer to have some lightning wizards in there, because when you combine them all together, they get really powerful. Here we go! Now 25 lives, he's still getting drained. 19! Let's drain him, let's slurp those lives out of him. Oh, it's not gonna be enough, man. Oh, I feel like a mummy getting wrapped up in bandages right here. It just ain't going my way. Little beetles eating me alive. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. So we keep draining them. We're like the big bad oil drillers out here. We're draining him. We're draining him out of his sustenance, out of what gives him life, and we're trying to put it back into our own defense here. We've got a good amount of wizards. He basically went for some Dartling guns now. I decided to just go kind of full out wizards. I felt like wizards are a better. If you get enough wizards, nothing's getting through. What the heck's gonna get through a big chunk of wizards? Maybe a ceramic balloon, but only if they're, only if I don't have a big chunk of them. The Moabs are finally the first time where you're like, yeah, I could definitely see that becoming an issue here. But with all these lightning wizards and everything, we're obviously easily defending. And if you check out my income, holy crap, have you guys even been paying attention to that? 1,800, 1,900? What? So it looks like it's going pretty late game here, unless one of us pulls off a ridiculous strategy. Keep in mind that when you have this ridiculous amount of income to play with, you've also got a ridiculous amount of money to rush with if you want to. So, I know that we usually like to play it safe and just, pretty reasonable about stuff. If we wanted to, we can kind of just go all out and just do like a 10 VFP rush. Though, do keep in mind that if you do that, they're coming back at you as well. And that's why most people do not rush on Play with Fire. If you do, you have to think that my defense is better than his, even though we played with the same towers the entire game, and we should have a very similar income and a very similar defense overall. It's kind of interesting when you see players go with different strategies. It makes you wonder if they're actually doing a good job or not, like who's actually playing better, who's being smarter about it. Maybe his Dartling guns were a little bit worse against round 13, but they're going to be helpful against round 18. So thinking about those weird differences in the gameplay are kind of fun to think about, you know, like who actually played better. I think I played better, because I have 100 more lives than him. That's a big bonus to me, guys. I love it. Here we go. We got a big rush coming out against us. We got some ceramic balloons coming in here. I think I can defend without a battle edge, but I get a little afraid. I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to do it, man. I don't want to lose on round 18 to a stupid rush when I've got 4,000 income. And it's time to spend up the monies. So we're going to get a big Sugar Wizard. Plus, we have to defend if he does rush me with a BFB or something. If you look at my battle energy, it's coming back pretty quick, though. It's weird that it does that, like, circle now. It kind of, like, fills up. I kind of like it, I guess. But it's different. It's unique. It's interesting. There we go. We do have a mob coming up. With this many wizards, you should have a laugh in your face and hope that you cry in mine. That's what we've got right here. And he's going for multiples. What? What is he planning on doing here? So I get a bunch of 2-1 Dartling guns over here. More than enough to just demolish everything over here. And it's round 20 though. He's got he's got some Hydro Rocket pods over there. He's got some Dartling guns, but is it going to be enough to take down just a single BFB? But now we've got a double BFB rush right here. So I'm thinking, all right, we're gonna try and play it out here. I get a little afraid again. I'm like, oh crap! I thought we were gonna easily defend that thing, but it actually got a little bit tighter than I wanted it to. But we easily demolished the second one by getting a laser cannon, and he somehow loses to not only the second BFB but the first BFB, baby. That's the way you do it. That's the way you get medallions, and that's the way you get some experience right here. Now we're moving up into the Ghostly Coast. Ugh. So I want to show you guys this one because it's actually a pretty hard map here. And I like that it's like the scary Halloween aspect. I like the fact that they do the weirder, scarier maps on these Halloween-type levels. Or Halloween-type arenas, actually. But what I got going on right now is I've got my Taxer flown. And I believe that he is the master of destruction. This little pink buddy right here. Yes. I don't know what else you guys like that's pink, but there's a lot of delicious things in this world that are pink. Let me tell you that, man. Bubble gum is pretty delicious. Depending on the situation, some lips can be pretty delicious here, guys. Depending on whose lips they are. And yeah, we're just gonna stop there. What else? What other pink things are there in the world that are delicious? You guys ever had? There was something called. Oh my god! I had the weirdest thing ever. We got two things to talk about. They were shrimp chips. Yeah, get that right. Shrimp flavored chips. Now, if you guys have never had shrimp before, I don't know, for some reason in my family for Christmas, we always had not raw shrimp, but like the cooked shrimp that you like dip in the shrimp dip and you eat plain. We had that every single year for Christmas. That was just our thing. My grandma always did it, and she still does it, and I think it's cool. I find the shrimp absolutely delicious. And but I don't ever think that I would want to try shrimp flavored chips. But I gotta tell you, they weren't that bad. I can't say that they were good, okay? I don't know, man. I mean, it was mostly the chip aspect that made them good, not because they were shrimp flavored. But the reason why we got them is because Amanda does feeding therapy for the kids sometimes, and one of the weeks she wanted to do all pink foods. Yeah, she did like a color coordinated food thing, and one of the things she got was the shrimp chips. I was like, oh my god! And then she brought them home because nobody wants to eat them, right? Everybody's like, ew, that's the grossest thing ever. Like, why would you want that at all? And I'm not a food waster. All right, guys, I try my absolute best not to waste food. Sometimes I do. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes things just go wrong. Sometimes crazy things happen, and I do waste food. But I try my absolute best not to waste food whenever possible. I eat everything, no matter what it is, man. Even if it's a little bit bad, I've never had any issues with like getting sick from eating like partially bad food, so I just eat it anyways. Maybe that makes me gross, but I believe that if you just like think back to time, like we didn't have refrigerators like 100 years ago. Like, what did people do when things started to go a little bit bad? Like, they just ate it. They got used to it. They did fine. So that's what I do. Maybe it's bad for me, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So So right now, check out our strategy. We've got a mortar tactical combo. I love this strategy. I love it, I love it, I love it. Basically, think about it like this. Oh, here we go. Big pink rush. Whoop, 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 whoop. And we get a boost out of him and like 75 lives right there. Delicious. Delicious. But the reason why... Oh, here we go. We're going to go for another one. We got a big white rush here. Can we take him down, baby? Go, whites. Go, go, go. Round 12, he's still somehow defending. 57 lives is all we need. And he's still defending, but barely 42. And he still survives. Oh, crap. But this is why I love the Mortar Tactutor combo. Because Tactutors are really good for group balloons. But they only got one weakness. Camo. Camo detection. But with our Mortar, guess what we got? Full-on camo detection. Depending on the position, full-on camo detection. And he's still got a little bit of extra group popping power there. So it's wonderful. It's actually a really good combo. And if you kind of like combine that with the Wizard as well, a little expensive, don't get me wrong, but very good combos all around. Wizard and Mortar combo, you burn through the balloons, you lightning through the balloons, you got no weaknesses overall. You can still get overwhelmed by crazy group rushes, but it's not something that normally happens over here. Now, I'm probably going to talk about this in a future video, but I'm really excited to tell you guys. Alright, so here we go. Big camel rush. Can we kill him with this thing? Woo! What? Come on, and another small drain of lives. We just can't take this guy down. Oh my god. Every single time, man, we like make him lose half of his lives, but half of half, you'll never reach 0, okay? Never. Well, it's a limit towards 0, but eventually, I mean, since we're only dealing with whole numbers, eventually we will reach 0, I guess. But that's a story for another day, man. It's getting insane, but I just want to tell you guys really quick that I just got my shrimp in. Alright, I was just telling you guys about my shrimp eating you know, at my grandma's house for Christmas. But I've had this new this thing that I've wanted to do for a long time. I've wanted to do a planted tank, and I was like, what's the perfect thing to go inside of a planted tank? Shrimps, baby. I think shrimps are really cool, by the way. I didn't just decide to do that. I think shrimps are freaking awesome sauce. So here we go. Huge Moab rush. Can we take another thing? Oh, again, all we need is 16 lives. But no, we don't. So we got to go for another one this time. Right? We got it. Now, our defense is still pretty bad. Honestly, I'm not sure if we could defend a Moab at this point. Through a battle line, through road spikes, it's still going to be difficult. We're going to go for a Moab, but we're going to go for regen. Let's underneath. And this has got to take him down. There's no way he can survive this thing. With zebras underneath that bad boy. Huge group rush. And we do. We finally take Clayton down, baby. Take him down. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you press that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.